Hey, let's talk about real estate statistics here in Lake Stevens, Washington for August 2022. I am going to come right out and say it. The market is dramatically changing right now, and let's get into the numbers. And at any time, feel free to reach out if you guys want to talk about specifics and how this relates to your property. Today, we're going to talk about the average price, home for sale, pending, closed, days on market, months of supply, showings per listing, showings per pending, price per square foot, and the average percent of the last original price. P.S. I think the last one is one of the craziest, so definitely pay attention there. Okay, the average price in Lake Stevens. We peaked in May of 2022 at $791,127. What's happened over the last 2 years is we have had dramatic above average appreciation. Okay, for 2 years in a row. And then what's happening is the top's coming off of this thing right here. Okay, kind of like Mount St. Helens. We lost the top on it before. What we're probably doing is we're headed back towards a normal market, normal appreciation. We're still going to end the year positive here in the city of Lake Stevens, but this is a 15.5% decrease from the peak to the bottom right here at $723,958. Number of homes for sale has dramatically increased, 5.43x. You can see it January right here, and bam, shooting up here in Lake Stevens. Number of homes pending. Now this is true across the board for most of Snohomish County. Lake Stevens is getting a little more beat up than the rest of Snohomish County though. So last year, you can see we're a little bit higher here in August, and you can see we're down 29.7% in August of 2022 versus August of 2021. This is from interest rates causing the market to slow down. The Fed raised the rates. They've gone up, the average buyer, 30%. So we are now seeing that show up in the number of homes that are going pending. Closed homes reflecting a similar number, but look, 29.7% in pending, 27.4% in closed. You can see us over here, down 27.4% here in the city of Lake Stevens. Average days on market. We start out the year really unbelievably stupid low. We've hit 21 days on market in Lake Stevens, which is 110% higher than last August. The month supply of pending. The month supply of pending has gone up 157% higher than last August to 1.8. But I need you to understand that this is still a historic low. So right here, when we're at 1.8 months, below 6 months is a seller's market. Above 6 months is a buyer's market. However, the city of Lake Stevens, like all of Snohomish County, is behaving like a buyer's market, even though we are in a seller's market inventory situation. The average showings per listing. You can see us peaking right here and then dropping to 5.9. What's really interesting is it takes 14 showings, though, to sell your home. So if you're only getting 5.9 and not 14, why? Your property is not properly positioned in the market. Its condition may not be as nice. And then also, you have to make sure that it is priced correctly in order to get the correct amount of showings in order to be able to sell. The average price per square foot, this is reflecting the same thing we're seeing in the average price. It's dropped to $355 a square foot here in August. And last but not least, the percent of original list price. P.S. These bidding wars last year and this year got out of control. This has never, ever, ever happened in the history of real estate in Lake Stevens. We peaked in March of 2020 at 110.8%. Insane numbers. Then we dropped to 96.1. So just the bidding wars alone going away is a decrease of 13.9%. The other thing I have to add in here is when you look at Lake Stevens over the last 10 years, 98 is about the average list to sales price ratio, and this being at 96 is below that. So in other words, the average buyer in the city of Lake Stevens was getting 4% off of the average price, and the average price once again was 723,000. So let's do some ghetto math, and let's say the average buyer is getting 29 grand off of a home there in Lake Stevens. Crazy numbers. If you have specific questions about your property in Lake Stevens, your investment, your land, let's talk about it. Let's get the numbers to you so you can make the best decision possible. And also, if you are a buyer looking to purchase in this market, let's talk about that too and how we can get you the best deal.